Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome to another edition of Bangs Audio Reviews. This is your host, Chris Bangs, or what's left of him. Been battling strep throat for the past several days. Antibiotics seem to have finally done their job, so I can talk without it feeling like somebody's jabbing knives into my throat. Anybody who's ever had this, you know what I'm talking about. Talking or swallowing ain't no good. If you haven't had this, I wouldn't wish it upon you, even if you were my worst enemy. Not fun stuff, guys. Anyway, enough about that. We're here to talk about this. Round about a year ago, beginning of February 2023, was when LETSHUOER collabed with Timmy from GIZAUDIO. Yes, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but hey, shit's good, the shit's good. They collabed to make the Galileo. LETSHUOER, sound alive. Galileo, the echo of the deep. Yeah. So, yeah, a bit flowery, but not necessarily inaccurate, because what I think these do is bring your music to life. And that's what you want. You want life out of the music that you're listening to. They're gorgeous, sure. That's okay. Again, like I said about the ULIM, these could be the ugliest IEMs on the planet, and I would not care. But the fact is that they're gorgeous. So whether 109 is out of your price range, I don't care. Save up. Whether 109 is well below your price range, I don't care. Save down or spend or whatever you do. Buy these. Whether you already own a pair of these or not, buy them again, because you need to. Just like buy the freaking Galileo. Okay? I mean, 1BA, 1DD, is that what we're looking at here? I believe so. I think it's just that. Specifications. Dual driver hybrid configuration. 10 millimeter liquid silicone dynamic driver unit. And a Sonian, there we go, 2389BA. High precision 3D printing cavity. Yeah, we've seen that before too. On the ULIM once again. So yeah. Let's get to the review. What do we got? What do we got here? We have 3D printed shells. They feel nice. They are definitely, resin. There's no doubt about that. But, the finish on them is really smooth and polished and shiny. And they feel premium, which is nice. Despite the fact that they are light, they are resin. They're only holding 2 drivers in there, so they're not super big either. They really fit nicely into the ear. And the cable that comes with them is a LETSHUOER cable. Obviously, there's no issues there. Your choice of either 3.5 single-ended or 4.4 Penacon for your termination. You get to choose between the two. It's not modular, but you get a choice, which was nice. So I chose the 4.4 because I'm a freak. There's one thing that I got to talk about here, and I'm actually going to talk directly to Mr. Timmy Vankin here really quick. I just want to know what happened between you and that chin slider, because this is the second chin slider that I've gotten with one of your collabs, obviously the Chopin being the other, where the chin slider is near impossible to move. So I'm thinking that you know, when you do a collab, maybe the first thing you say is make sure the chin slider is like really secure. Did you have like a biking accident or something? Like, did the chin slider like fall down and the IEM like cable loop around your brake or your handlebar, and like you almost like fell off a cliff or something? I'm not really sure, but dude, it's good that they're tight. They don't need to be this tight, man. They just don't. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, that chin slider is not going anywhere. Just so you know, it's a little hard to set, but once you do, it's not going anywhere. Nice job. Moving on. You see this beautiful carrying case, again, a la like a Pelican style. So I know in the beginning some people had issues with this little flappy thing breaking off. It's secure, it's solid. I don't know if they fixed that in production or something, but a year in, it feels like it's not going to break. You get a nice brush to clean. These are stock ear tips. The rest of them are not. These, oh yeah, actually these are too. So these are your stock tips. Narrow bore, black silicone, regular bore, normal bore, white silicone. I've had a blast tip rolling with these. I have the Divinus velvet tips on there right now, which they absolutely sing with. Same can be said for the SNS tips from Dunu and the Symphonium hybrid, you know, foam silicone. I just every tip that I've tried on these sounds good, and that speaks to obviously the quality of the IEM. Let's talk about tuning. This again is the second set that I've reviewed from GIZAUDIO in a collab that I'm just like, how in the world did they get the tuning this natural? So I just, my two most recent reviews between the ULEM and the VX Pro from TRN, both really impressive sets, and by a hair, the ULEM is still my favorite, but we're getting close here. And the VX Pro, you know, it shows a little bit maybe too much intensity on the high end, on the very high frequencies, maybe for some. Okay, so I get that it maybe not a broad appeal IEM. I think it is, but maybe not, you know. What the Galileo does that the VX Pro does not is it presents that treble in a very natural, non-fatiguing way. So there is no hint of sibilance, there is no splashiness, it's just there, and it's detailed, and it's smooth, like butter. I put this through what I usually do, right? So I did metal, from Meshuggah to Lamb of God to Tool to Mastodon, you know, broke off into my jazz with Blue Train from John Coltrane, Miles Davis, did those too. My heart-wrenching favorite aria of all time, and then a Trebko singing Dido's Lament from Dido and Aeneas. And then I decided to go ahead and listen to some albums in their entirety because I couldn't do a review because I couldn't talk. And what I did was I listened to Once More Around the Sun, Emperor of Sand, and Hushed and Grim back to back to back with the Galileo. And by the time that I was done, I still wanted to listen to more. And I think that kind of that encapsulates it. I'm not sure if these got the accolades that they deserved when they came out. I think that there was one person that reviewed it, Stephen Ingram, who I'm a big fan of because he's great at describing things, first and foremost. He's got a really great ear too, which is second and foremost. He did a review of these, which I think actually describes them the best. And that is that there is something in the way these are tuned and in the frequency response and how it all comes together that really kind of is transformative or transporting. You know, it's kind of the feeling that you're not just listening to music. If that makes any sense. Pardon me, water. Oh, my poor chargers. Anyway, there's something that is definitely going on with these that you don't find in most IEMs. At least most IEMs under 250 or so. You know, I don't have a lot to compare it to beyond that price point. But if this is what the upper echelon or TOTL or endgame IEMs sound like, I understand it now. Because they have that, the pixie dust, the magic, the whatever you want to call it, that makes them special. And I don't know why they didn't get more love or more pub or more cred or whatever you want to call it when they came out. But in my opinion, everyone should own a set of the LETSHUOER GIZAUDIO Galileo. Another benchmark set. A benchmark set for $100. This is what a $100 IEM should do, should sound like. Like, this kind of sets the bar, BAR, Bangs Audio Reviews. I'm going to do something with that. I don't know what yet, but I'm just claiming it right now. Setting the bar at $100. That's what they do. I find the bass to be tactile, engaging, full, but not overdone. But when you want that feel it in your chest kind of feeling, you feel it in your chest. When it's supposed to be there, it's there. It pounds. It's great. I find the mids, again, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit more present than the VX Pro. On the same level of, you know, clarity and smoothness and detail as the ULIM. And then you get into that treble, and the treble is just ethereal. It's airy, it's natural, it's engaging. Beautiful. Just beautiful treble. Everything I played through these IEMs was fantastic. It did not matter whether it was the K11, the Q3, the Zendak 2, the SMSL, the BTR7, the Hibby. I gotta find out what's going on with that Hibby, because apparently it's not playing in actual high res through Cobos for some reason. Some weird Android thing. I'm trying to bypass it. Anyway, my problem. Another day. When I do the review, I'll let you know. So yeah. So there you go. Not, overdone with the accessories, but certainly adequate, because you don't have to do any tip rolling if you don't want to. You don't have to do any cable swapping if you don't want to. It comes with a sturdy carrying box, maybe not pocketable, but certainly baggable. Yeah, and everything you need. I was able to pick these up on sale from Hi-Fi Go, which is up on the screen. Not on sale right now, obviously $109.99. I picked them up for $80. I think it was $80. It was either $30 or $35 off. It might have been $35 off. It might have been $75. And I was like, shit, no brainer right there. It's from Timmy. It's from LETSHUOER. It's got to be good. I didn't know it was going to be this good. Again, I love being surprised, and I've been lucky. The past few IEMs that I've purchased have been really pleasant surprises, like way over delivering for their price, like just wonderful. It's a great time to be in this hobby or get into this hobby, and the value is out there, and the Galileo is no exception. So without drawing this out any further, I will end the review with a definite highly recommended, whether it's for 110 or on sale. I'll say it again. Everybody should have these in their collection. Everyone should have these in their collection. And again, if you only have 110 to spend, and this is going to be your only IEM, may get this one, because it's a do-it-all IEM, and it sounds great. And that's about all I got for today, folks. Hope you're well. Hope you don't get strep throat or COVID or any of that crap. Hope your family's well, your loved ones. Love you all. Thank you for the channel support. We're pushing 200 subscribers. I'm really excited to get to 5, but 200 is another landmark for me. So if you like what you see, hit subscribe, hit like, and we'll keep it going. Take care, and nothing but peace to you.